this level supported price in the past, and we see price breaks below it, it is going to act as resistant to price. It held price while it is above it, and it is also keeping price lower. It is keeping price lower. So it is resistant to price from going up, and it keeps pushing it lower and lower. So that means this is support becomes resistance. Okay, that was the disclaimer. So let's continue with support and resistance. If you haven't watched the first episode on support and resistance series, kindly go back and watch it before you watch this second episode. Previously, we said support and resistance. So you have two levels. Shall call this the floor, and then you have, so this is your roof, and then this is your floor, this one. So you have roof and then you have floor. So you have these two levels or zones. Here price is at the floor, and then here it's at the roof. When price of an asset is trading, when an asset is trading, be it in stocks, be it in crypto, be it in currencies, when this price is moving, let's say price is inside here, trading inside these zones here. Price moves from up, it comes down. It goes back up, it comes down. If we consider this to be some sort of a bouncing ball, you have price bounce within here. It goes, it comes down, it goes up, comes down, and finally price breaks the roof. It goes to the upper part of the roof. Then we say price here, this is the roof. This roof has also been acting as, it has been acting as resistance. It has been acting as resistance to this bouncing ball, to this bouncing ball. So each time price was going to the roof, the ball is forced to drop down. Price goes back to the resistance, which is the roof. The ball is forced to drop down. So what happens? The ball keeps dropping down, it goes up, it drops down, and later on the ball breaks above the roof, which has been the resistance. So we say, because there was a lot of force that was used to hit the ball to break above the roof, so we say heavy breakout momentum. For the ball to be able to break above this resistance, there have to be heavy bullish momentum. That's why price is able to break above the roof. Then we say, when this price breaks above this roof, it now becomes the floor here. as the ball is coming back into this flow, it is going to act as a flow. So we are going to have this flow become, this roof become the flow this time, to try and hold this price from, to try and hold the ball from dropping down. So price comes, this ball is going to be held in this zone or in this area, and it can now keep playing within. It can come and find support at this point to push higher. So we say this is the flow, or we say this flow, which the roof which was resisting the ball, now it becomes support to the ball. This is support. So this one becomes support. This is the support. So that means each time price is trying to come into this level, it will be forced to bounce back to continue trading higher and higher. So that is in an uptrend. Now, in a downtrend, the same thing will happen. If this price breaks, let's say it breaks below the floor, it now uses the floor as resistance, because we see previously this floor was supporting price to go up, price to go up, price to go up, and here price was like a bouncing ball, a bouncing ball. So this flow, when, let's put this is our support. So this is a flow or support. Now, when price breaks below this support level, it becomes resistance. In other words, this is going to be the ceiling this time. Ceiling, or it becomes resistance. So this is going to be the ceiling this time, because the ball or price has already broken the level here, and we shall say we are in a heavy bearish momentum. That's why price, heavy bearish momentum, heavy bearish momentum. So this is heavy bearish momentum. That's why you see price broke this ceiling, I mean the previous flow, and it created a lower low. So when this asset, when the price of this asset is trying to go back, the ceiling, the floor, this which was the floor becomes the ceiling. It stops it from going up. Instead, price finds rest here, and this acts as resistance. It acts as resistance. So this one is the ceiling this time, acting as resistance. So this is the ceiling. This is a ceiling acting as resistance to push price lower, to push price lower. So if this was the ball bouncing within two levels, resistance and support. When it breaks above, we say there is a heavy bullish momentum that caused it to break above. Then the same resistance or the same roof becomes the floor or support to price, and it supports price, it keeps price above. Then also, if price breaks lower, the same support that used to keep price above, it acts as resistance. So the level becomes resistant to price, keeping it lower. So that's where we say price is being forced to push lower. This is support and resistance. If you don't understand it, let me put it in this way. This is, let's say, this is you. This is you. You are in this country, and this is the border. This is the border. This is the border. So you are in this country here. Let's say this is Netherlands, and here you have Germany. If this is Netherlands and you have Germany on top here, so you have German on top. When you cross the border, as you're coming, the border acts as resistance, because you will be resisted from entering here. You'll be asked for documents in order for you to enter. Here you are moving freely, but when you come back and you want to enter, you're being resisted. You are asked documents that can verify you for you to enter. You are free to go back and do anything within the Netherlands. You can move freely. But as you're trying to come back here, you'll be asked for papers. So once you fulfill the requirements for entering, you can now enter. So the same thing applies as you're trying to go back. Let's say maybe you are moving from Netherlands, you want to enter Germany. The same thing happens. You will face rejection as you're trying to go back. So the same thing applies to support and resistance. So that is support and resistance. So let's say we are at a price level, and here we have price trading from here. And as you can see, price has acted as support here very many times. And we assume this is 5,000 UGX price level. Then you get a heavy bullish momentum where price comes into this level here. So when price comes into this level, and as you can see, previously it had already traded in within here. The level has been resistant to price, and the asset trades to a price level or area which is 10,000 UGX, and this is acting as our resistance. So we see the same asset trades to 10,000, and it comes and finds it trades to 10,000 and finds rejection. If you remember, we said price is rejected at the level of 10,000. Price is rejected. and price comes back into this level where it finds support. Let's say it is 7,000 UGX price level. Yeah, this level has also been respected in the past here, which is 7,000. So here price comes back, we shall say this is support. This level which previously resisted price, it becomes the support level. This is support level. So this 7,000 price zone acts as support. The asset traded above from 5,000 and it broke above this 7,000 level, establishing a new price level. But we also see in the past, price has been bouncing between 10,000 and 5,000. If you remember the example of a bouncing ball. So finally, price breaks above the 10,000 level. The value of an asset appreciates and price breaks above. So here we shall say we are in a heavy bullish momentum. So we shall say we are in a heavy bullish momentum because price was able to break above this level of 10,000, which has been acting as resistance. This level has been acting as resistance to this price. So once we break above, we say we are in a heavy bullish momentum. So you as a trader, you want to trade in that direction, not against it. Then we see price comes, so this has been resistance. So this is our resistance here. 10,000 price level is our resistance. Now price breaks and trades above. It establishes another level. We said when price comes into this level, it finds rest. That is going to be our resistance level. Let's say this is resistance, or we can say maybe this is 20,000 UGX. So that is 20,000 Ugandan shillings at that price level where price has found resistance. This level holds price here. Each time it comes into it, it is resisted. So that means this price level or area is resistant to price of Euro USD. Each time price comes into it, it is rejected and it trades lower. So we have price trading lower and it finds support at this level. So it comes and finds support. This is support. So we have here, this becomes support. Let's say this price didn't come back completely up to 10,000 because we are in a heavy bullish momentum. So buyers are not allowing price to drop up to this level. Yes, it can come back to 10,000, but we are in a strong bullish momentum. And that's why you see price came and found support at this point. If this is, let's say it's 15,000 UGX. So at this price level of 15,000, the market finds rest, it finds support in order to go and push higher to break the previous price level, which is 20,000. So price traded higher, it got some sort of a small rejection because this level of resistance is strong. So we say it traded lower a little bit before pushing higher. This becomes a heavy bullish breakout momentum, which tells you we are in a heavy bullish momentum, and you want to trade with such a momentum, not against it. Don't trade against such a momentum because we are in a heavy bullish momentum. Then this resistance we are seeing, or our 20,000 price level, we see price traded up and it encountered another resistance. This is another resistance level. Let's say at this point, the price of an asset came to 30,000 UGX. So this is 30,000 price level where price came and found resistance. So price is failing to break above this zone here. And when it came into this zone, the zone was resistant to price. That's why you see price traded lower, coming back into this 20,000 price level here. So when price comes back into this 20,000 level, we say resistance turned into support. So we have resistance turning into support. The level which was resisting price now becomes its support. Why? Because the buyers who bought when price was at 20, they again want to step in and push that price higher. So that's why you see price is pushed back into this same resistance level that resisted price from going up. But we see this time the move wasn't strong enough to break above the 30,000 resistance level. Instead, price got resisted at this point and we broke lower. We came and traded below this support level, forming another level here. So this resistance, the level was held, the resistance level was strong enough, price couldn't go above 30,000. Instead, it dropped even lower than this 20,000. It dropped lower than this 20,000 price level. So forming another level down here, this level here, you're seeing, let's say price came back to 17,000 price level. This is 17,000 UGX. So this 17,000 is the new price level. And because so this is resistance. So price finds rest at 17,000. Then price tries to break above this 20,000 level, which acted as support, and price is stopped from going higher. That means the market resists this price from going up. Instead, it drops and sells lower and lower, forming another level, this level you're seeing. So we shall say this one is support turned into resistance here. We shall have it as support turned to resistance. So we have resistance, price comes down, finds, we have price sells down here to 17,000 level. It then it is forced to push higher. Why? We broke below this support. We traded below this support level, below the support level. Then we came back into the same support level here. This level supported price in the past, and we see price breaks below it. It is going to act as resistant to price. It held price while it is above it, and it is also keeping price lower. It is keeping price lower. So it is resistant to price from going up, and it keeps pushing it lower and lower. So that means this is support becomes resistance. And then this level you're seeing here becomes support. We are saying here this price acted as support and it was resistance in the past. So this one, we had resistance become support. In the past, this was resistance. So this one, resistance becomes support. Here we have resistance becoming support. And we hold price. We keep price above this level. Then we see price failing to break above. Instead, it trades lower. So when it trades lower here, this level, this support, remember this is a support level. This is a support level. So we see price comes and it trades lower. So when we trade lower, price comes back into the same support level. This is support level. Why? Because price is being supported up in the past. So when we trade lower, price comes back into this level. Now this time we shall say the level becomes resistant to price. This is resistant. So here we were forced to go lower. We have heavy bearish momentum. We have heavy breakout momentum. So this is heavy breakout momentum. So this heavy breakout momentum that pushes price lower tells us we are now in a strong bearish trend. So we are now in a strong bearish trend, and that's why you see price broke lower this level. Then price came back into the same key level here, this same key level. So we are seeing when price comes back into this key level, it trades again lower. It trades lower than this 17 price level. Let's say maybe it trades lower and comes to 13,000. This is 13,000 UGX, 13,000 price level. So this is 13,000. Now, this level here, which acted as resistance in the past, because price was pushing lower, this became resistance to price. This one, it became resistance, pushing it higher. And then this support level, this one, it supported price lower. So this becomes resistance, resistance, resistance. If you remember the concept of the floor becoming the ceiling, so this, we traded above it, we broke below it, the support becomes resistance here. This is resistance. But the main thing here, which I wanted to introduce to you, is this price. I wanted to introduce something new here. So this price, which is resistor to price here, you see in the past it acted as resistance and support. So when price goes below it, it will again act as resistance. Then we trade lower and lower. We come and find a support level here. This one, this becomes support that pushes price above here. So when price is pushed above, this is the same level you're seeing here. This level holds price. So this becomes support again, meaning this level we are on, it failed to keep price lower. This level failed to keep price lower. And you see when we came into it, it bought. So this tells us that this level is a strong support and also a strong resistance level, because when we are above it, we buy, and when we are below it, we sell. But this time we came and broke above it, meaning the level which was acting as resistance became support. So this is resistance, becomes support this time. So this is support. So that tells you the level we are in. This level is a strong support and a strong resistance level. It became support, it became again resistance, then price broke above it, so we have support. Again here we see price coming and trades lower. It resists price from going up. Instead, it is forced to push lower.